Easy, the big bandit, understand it. Pop off on me, I'll leave you right where you standing. See me and you, we don't speak the same language. I'm not from this planet.
Hello, everyone. You're here with Game Time Decisions with Matthew and Avi, and we are
What up?
back in the yard with another segment of Backyard Bets. Avi, how are you feeling today on the last day of January?
I am doing good, man. It has been a great month for us so far. I know we only started the channel a week ago, but we've been having a pretty
Yes,
good month personally as we've been
yes,
going on.
a
Even
week ago
yesterday,
today.
actually, just to go over what happened yesterday. We went 5-1. Oh, sorry, 4-1, I should say. Um,
Only five picks
DGF,
yesterday.
yeah, only 5 picks yesterday.
Hmm.
Jason Tatum was the one that missed. He only played 4 minutes in the quarter, and in those 4 minutes, he had 4 points. He only needed one more bucket for us, and they just never put him back in the game. So that was really tough.
Hmm.
Everything else, though, exactly how we expected. DGF pick is 5-1 right now. We are on a roll with the DGF picks. It is a great tool for us to use to reference stats and odd comparisons for other sports books.
Hmm.
Actually, let me show you guys that tool real quick. If you take a look at it, it has a lot of different functions. Right now, this is the optimizer tool, which takes all the sportsbooks odds and compiles it for positive EV value on the player prop. If you look at it, it got DeAndre Ayton, first quarter points over 56%. Anything over 53% is usually something really good to take, as well as like the odds
Hmm.
being 130 to 140, sometimes 150. Anything like that is really good. But really good tool, has a lot of other things you can use, like the fantasy. I know DraftKings and MGM and stuff don't really have fantasy score picks, but this tool will compile all of the props that they have for a player and give you a projected fantasy score for what those betting apps will think is going to happen. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Yeah, and like going into that, I mean, we looked at a couple of picks that they had here today. We saw Nick Claxton under 28 PRA. We really liked that one. We wanted to stay away from the first quarter points only because, yesterday we got burned by the first quarter points. So, I mean, you got to learn your lesson somewhere, right?
Hmm.
Nick Claxton, we feel like Mikal Bridges and hopefully Ben Simmons will take away from both his points and his rebounds. With Ben Simmons being back in the game and Finney Smith being out, Ben Simmons is someone that likes to hang around the basket for defensive rebounds. So hopefully Claxton all he has to do is clear out. And and the matchup should be fine today. Who are they playing again? Do you remember?
I don't at the moment.
Okay, I'll look that up. But yeah, in the meantime, we can go over our picks right now. Paulo Banchero would be our first one. Matthew, you want to get into that?
All righty. We're going with the home team, everybody. Back to it. Orlando Magic on this beautiful, beautiful last day of January. You guys have noticed his points are ticking up from where we were taking them. So we're staying away from the points here, but we're still attacking value. We always want to attack value, especially with the star players of the team. So we're going with over 1.5 three-pointers made for Paolo. He's in a great matchup here against the Spurs. They do allow a lot of points to the power forward position. Lately, Paolo has been getting a lot of open looks from the three, so we just need him for two here. Avi, I'll let you take over the numbers. Go ahead, break down outlier for them.
Yeah, so Outlier is another great tool that we use to compare numbers for history. History of a prop, really good for, you want to see how many times a guy hit a prop, you look at this Outlier. You look at the matchup, you can look at Outlier because they're partnered with RotoWire. They give you live updates. Really good tool. It also gives you the matchups and the history of the teams playing as well as other trends and many other functions that you guys just got to check it out on your own. You know what I mean? That's a separate video. But if you look at this Paolo prop, I mean, he's hit it in the last 4 or 5 games. He's been trending really well at the power forward
Hmm.
position. The Spurs do. I know it says small forward for Paolo, but he usually plays the four.
Hmm.
Um, the Spurs do allow a lot of threes at the power forward position, so we're hoping that he just gets the attempts he needs to hit over two. You
Yep,
know?
need him for two.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll get into
Just
the
need him
next
for
one.
two. Main shot taker on the team. Hopefully, he can get us one. All right, and we're also taking a little bit of a gamble here with Jonas Valanciunas, the center of the New Orleans Pelicans. They play the Houston Rockets today. We're taking his under point 0.5 three-pointers. So if he makes one, this play is dead. Let
So
me
it's a
start
one and
by
done
saying that.
situation.
Yep, let me start by saying that. You can go ahead and put this in a big slip if you want, if you need another placement, or you could run it in a power two. Maybe with the Paolo one if you feel like one is safe, and then this one would be a gamble. So, like I said, he is the center for the New Orleans Pelicans, so he shouldn't be jacking up shots from the three. We
Right.
did look into his attempts, and he can put up a shot or two in a game, but of course that's not his main focus. We think here against the Rockets, who Sengun is going to be his matchup. Who Sengun is a little bit quick on his feet, smaller than Valanciunas, so he is a little bit quicker. So he should be better at the closeout on the three, and he should just be sticking to Valanciunas this whole game. You know what I'm saying? So they shouldn't they don't allow a lot of 3-pointers at any position. So we're especially to the center. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? He's not the best 3-point shooter. He's not known for his shot. Like I said, he can make them in a couple games. I'll let Avi break down the numbers, but I'm looking at this from just a logical standpoint. You know, centers, especially this guy, he doesn't take many threes. We're looking at him to just do his job here, rebound, get points in the paint, and clean up. And we're looking to go home with a win today. Go ahead,
Okay.
Avi, break down the numbers.
Well, I mean, you pretty much said it best. You know, he doesn't take a lot of threes. You know, he hasn't really hit this number too much in the last 10 games. The centers, Rockets really do. They don't allow a lot of threes at the center position. Also, the guards there do like to have a lot of closeout defense. Jalen Green and them are pretty solid as far as perimeter defense. Hopefully, Valanciunas just looks at the game like these guys are lunch meat. I'm going to just back them down low, and I'm going to just look for 12 points in the paint, you know?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's get into our next pick. So our next pick of the day is going to be another Magic.
Sticking
I
with
didn't
the
want to
home
do it, but you
team.
know, it is what it
Sticking
is.
with the home team. I didn't convince him on this. He brought this one to me.
So we got Jalen Suggs here over 11 and a half points and assists. We like his number. He's been trending 14 in the last 20 games. He hasn't really hit it too much. If you look at his last 10, he's 50%. However, when he plays them in a head-to-head, this was only last season, he does hit it. And the Spurs do allow a lot of points and assists at the guard position, so we're hoping that he can just be aggressive and hopefully clear this just on points alone. If not, you know, he does have a lot of scores on his team that he can facilitate the ball too. He's very good at facilitating the ball. Yeah, so Matt, you got anything for that?
Speaking on the last 10, he's coming off an injury. So that last 10 is probably why it's shaky because he's finding his groove back. Looking for a breakout game. Looking for a breakout game from him any day now. Hoping it's this one.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So now we got our Gafford pick. So Daniel Gafford for the Washington Wizards. They are matched up with the Clippers today, and Zubats is out again, dealing with an injury. The power forwards, well, he's probably going to be playing power forward center position, but either way, whichever position he's playing, if he's playing with Bagley or subbing in for Bagley, he should be able to clean up at least 8 boards for you in this game. You know, they allow a lot of rebounds down low and assists at the bigger positions, power forward and center. And Gafford has been playing really efficient in the little minutes he's been getting. In 28 minutes, he's been playing. He's been very active and involved with the basketball, whether it's offensively or defensively. So we do see that happening again today. And yeah, that's about it, man. You know.
Yeah. Washington plays at home, so their advantage. They've been playing scrappy every game. They want to get any win that they possibly can, of course. And the Clippers are weak right now, especially with Paul George hurt but still playing. So hopefully the Wizards could take advantage of it, maybe even come away with a win.
Right. Now our prop watch of the day, it says 2.5 here, but I know Underdogs and Prizepicks might have bumped it up to 3 if Prizepicks even has it. But I know Underdog definitely bumped it up to 3, and 3 is still a good number for this guy. I mean, we have Malik Beasley over 3 rebounds. At the shooting guard position, they're matched up with Portland. I don't think Portland is a very strong defensive team as far as rebounds and blocks and steals go. So they do allow a lot of those in their games. And Malik Beasley is someone who plays very involved down low in the paint. He's not afraid to go down and crash the boards or box out, especially on switch-ups, which Portland likes to run the pick and roll with DeAndre Ayton a lot, you know? So rotation is going to happen a lot where he's going to be ended up forced down low, and we're hoping for just 3 rebounds for this guy. I mean, this is our prop watch. We put it on our prop watch because we don't. Well, I liked it, but Matthew.
I like it too.
Okay,
I like it too.
Yeah,
I like it too.
I know you don't like Malik Beasley, so it's like
I like it too.
You know what I mean?
Let me take a second to say, on the prop watch, yes, we bring the prop watch. The point of it is to bring it to you guys for you to make your own judgment to make you better bettors. You know what I'm saying? We still give you bets that we are confident on. And I also want to say we take every single prop that we put out, both of us. But we want to bring a prop to you guys that if in your gut is telling you, hey, this is a lock, then take it. Or if you don't agree with us and you either want to fade it or stay away from it, to, like I said, to make you a better bettor, to stay up with the game and sharpen up your sword, because at the end of the day, you're going to have to end up doing this on your own soon. So sooner rather than later. So the prop watch, we will be transparent whether we agree or disagree, like we've done before on videos. This one, I agree with you. He could easily push at 3. So once he gets his 3,
it at 3,
we're just looking for another one to go his way, and then we'll cash. I want to take this opportunity to show the audience the power of outlier. So you can actually, I know it says rebounds over 2.5. You can just adjust it to 3 now, because Prizepicks and I believe Underdog are both going to be at 3. So then, as you see, the screen adjusts and the data adjusts with that instantly. So that's really the power of this website. There's a 7-day free trial, so I definitely recommend trying it out, because this is extremely powerful data at your fingertips that you can't get anywhere else.
The link for this is going to be in the description below, as well as the DGF pick. We are 5-1, looking to go 6-1. There are a lot more things as far as the DGF tool goes, as far as correlation with AI generated parlay slips, stuff that you don't even have to put in work to. It's really just investing and making money, so definitely take a look at that as well. The link for that will be in the description below as well. But other than that, I mean, just to go over our picks, we got Nick Claxton under 28.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Paolo Banchero over 1.5 3 points. Jonas Valanciunas, I have him over here, but we have him actually at under a 3. Please don't hit a 3 today. Jalen Suggs over 11.5 points and assists. Gafford for his rebounds and assists at 8.5. And then we got Beasley over 3 rebounds for the prop watch. Now, we give out 6 picks. Underdog gives you 5 slips. FanDuel, you can just adjust your lines however you want. You guys can make the most of these picks however you want. But yeah, we will check in tomorrow. Hope you guys have a good one. Hope we hit big and we end this month green.
Throw them all in a slip, because if they all hit, you're going to be mad that you didn't put them all in a slip.
Right. Even for $1.
Or break them up. Power twos. Power twos is also a good strategy.
Right. Cool. So, have a good one, people.
Let's end the month green, everybody. Have a great one.
They found an El Dorado, bitch. Said it's your man Beezy, and you either get with it or get lost.